Dhamma, the word Dhamma, in its most general sense, Dhamma is equivalent to thing. For example, whatever is distinct from anything else. See anicca. More precisely, it is what a thing is in itself, as opposed to how it is. It is the essence or nature of the thing. That is, a thing is a particular essence or nature distinct from all other essence or natures. Thus, if a thing is a solid, present, steady, free, or lying under, that I now see, its nature is precisely that it is solid, that it is present, that it is shady, that it is a tree for lying under, and that it is visible to me. The solid, present, shady tree for lying under that I see is a thing, a nature, a Dhamma. Furthermore, each item severally, the solidity, the presentness, the shadiness, and so on, is a thing, is a nature, is a Dhamma. It that each is distinct from the others, even though here they may not be independent of one another. This Dhamma, it is immediate experience, are all particular. When, however, the reflexive attitude is adopted, as it is in Sati-sampajana, the normal stage of one practicing the Dhamma, the particular nature, the solid, present, shady tree for lying under that I see is, as it were, put in brackets Husserl's expression, though not quite his meaning of it. And we arrive at the nature of the particular nature. Instead of solid, present, shady tree for lying under, visible to me, and so on, we have matter or substance, feeling, perception, determinations, consciousness, and all the various things that the sutta speaks of. These things are of a universal application, common to all particular natures. I consciousness is common to all things that have ever been, or are, or will be visible to me. And all the Dhamma that make up the Dhamma, all the small Dhamma that make up the big Dhamma, Front Dhamma. The Dhamma is thus the nature of things, and this is what the Buddha teaches. It comes to mean also the teaching, and the Dhamma are particular teachings. The word matter, I will bear this matter in mind, sometimes expressing the meaning of Dhamma, though it will not do as a normal rendering. Sabbe Sankara Anicca, Sabbe Sankara Dukkha, Sabbe Dhamma Anatta. All determinations are impermanent. All determinations are unpressible or suffering. All things are not self. Atta, self, is fundamentally a notion of mastery of things, but this notion is entertained only if it is pleasurable, and it is only pleasurable provided the mastery is assumed to be permanent. For mastery, which is essentially a kind of absolute timelessness, a mood, the moving of things, that is undermined by impermanence, is no mastery at all, but a mockery. Thus, the regarding of things, a Dhamma as Atta, a self, can survive for only so long as the notion gives pleasure, and it only gives pleasure for so long as the Dhamma can be considered as permanent. For regarding of a thing as self endows it with the illusion of a kind of superstability in time. In itself, as a Dhamma regarded as Atta, its impermanence is not manifest, for it is present to consider it as permanent, but when it is seen to be dependent upon other Dhamma not considered to be present, to be permanent, its impermanence does then become manifest. To see impermanence in what is regarded as Atta, one must emerge from the confines of the individual Dhamma itself and see that it depends on what is impermanent. Thus, Sabbe Sankara, not Dhamma, Anicca, meaning all things that things depend on are impermanent. A given Dhamma as a Dhamma regarded as an Atta is a account of being regarded, considered to be present, but when it is seen to be dependent upon some other Dhamma, that not being regarded as Dhamma is manifestly unpresentable, owing to the invariable false concept of a permanence. of supersuitability in one not free from asmana, and its own unpleasantness becomes manifest. The Sabya Sankara, the Dhamma Dukkha is when it is seen, when perception of impermanence and pressure is understood to be false. The notion "this Dhamma is my Atma" becomes to an end, and is replaced by Sabya Dhamma Anatta. Note that it is the Sotapanna who, knowing the same, that his perception of permanence and pressure is false, is free from the notion of self, though not from the more subtle concept I am Asmana. But it is only the Arhat who is entirely from the first perception of permanence and pressure, and for him perception of impermanence is not longer appraisable. Good.